Heavyweight champion, baby.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent is a two-time winner of the CWF Mid-Atlantic Johnny Weaver Memorial Cup. He weighs in tonight at 264 pounds. From Riverside, California, Big Arik Royal!
Let's go!
Your referee for this contest is Jeremy Atkins.
Bell sounds as two of CWF Mid-Atlantic's finest square off here. The current Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion Arik Royal locking up with the first Ric Converse. Converse has held that very championship more times than anyone else in history, and the lineage of this very Mid-Atlantic Championship dates all the way back to the days of men from the past, men like Sergeant Slaughter and numerous others that held
Roddy
the
Piper
championship.
was a champ, Ricky Steamboat, Ric Flair, all those people have held the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship. Ric Converse held it 6 times, is that right?
Yes, more times than anyone else, all the way back in the lineage of the championship.
Arik Royal now the champion, and you know, I had a match with Arik Friday. I almost won that belt in the middle of an elementary school pep rally, but somehow he always seems to circumvent the coach and come out with that championship. But I'm never going to give up, Brad. That belt, I'm going to get it away from Arik Royal one way or the other. If Ric Converse doesn't get it from him tonight.
That pep rally, one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life. You can view the footage of it at youtube.com/CWF Mid-Atlantic, as both these guys represent the CWF Mid-Atlantic organization out of Gibsonville, North Carolina, proudly. All the information on them is at CWF247.com. You can follow them on Twitter at CWF Mid-Atlantic. Of course, they'll have the big Summer Spectacular Absolute Justice coming up on June the 15th. Arik Royal scoops. No, Converse goes behind. Converse got nothing. Royal gets the rope. Royal slides under. The athleticism of this big man, 264, is unreal.
Wow.
Converse keeping up the pace. If the pace quickens, you've got to think Converse has got the advantage. He's got a lot less weight to lug around than Royal does. And both men back up.
I'm going to tell you, they used to call Ric Converse Slick Diddy because he's so slick, but he should be the smooth operator because the way he moves in that ring is so smooth. And Arik Royal, despite not having the experience that Converse, and I'm not trying to say he doesn't have experience because he's the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion, 2-time Weaver Cup holder. He's got plenty of experience, but that experience level with Ric Converse is even further, and Arik is in there move for move just as smooth. I mean, this guy's young. He has got everything going in his direction. He represents any company to the fullest extent, and he's a great champion. But I do want to take that belt away from him.
I know it pains you a little bit to say that about Royal.
I tell the truth. That's the thing. I do tell the truth. And the truth is that we are going to get that belt away from him if Ric Converse does it tonight.
Arik Royal closing in on 5 full months as the champion. He captured it back at the end of December at Battlecade, our anniversary event for CWF Mid-Atlantic. Converse looks like he might be going for that cross-face chicken wing. Move you don't see used a lot of times. Royal rides him out to the floor.
Royal has developed. He sort of got taken under the tutelage of Don Cronodle, who helped work with him, helped him. He put him in a boot camp, got him drop some weight, got him in better shape, and ever since then, nothing has been able to stop him.
Don Cronodle, the man responsible for your first few concussions, if I recall correctly.
That would be correct.
First of many.
First of many. I lost count. I think we were at 13, but I understand now I've reached 14, just like Pete Rose, number 14.
Maybe it'll stay at 14 for a while.
I'm hoping.
I think it's like the Ric Flair title reigns. I think if you ask Grant Sawyer and consult the Grant Sawyer Almanac, it's actually like 18 or 19, but some of them are disputed. They happened in New Zealand and other places like that. It's like the Ric Flair title reigns, the number of Coach Jim and I concussions.
Arik Royal looks like he's in a little bit of trouble. Converse able to take advantage of him on the outside with that ring post. And believe me, that thing is heavy.
He called him the smooth operator, and there may be no one in the Mid-Atlantic who can control the pace of a match, who can control any given situation like Converse. He is a ring general in every sense of the word. He always knows exactly where he is in the ring. He knows exactly where his opponent is in the ring. If he has any say-so, any ability whatsoever, if he's got his wits about him, Converse knows exactly where everything is in that ring. So the best strategy for Royal is to knock Converse loopy so that he doesn't have his wits about him and he loses that advantage.
And Royal can do that. I mean, he is a powerhouse, and he's also a veteran. I mean, he served in our military. He's used to being able to take big challenges and overcome them. And that's what he's done in CWF. I mean, he's won the Rumble. He's won the Weaver Cup twice. He's a Mid-Atlantic champion. He's won the Tag Team champion. He's been one of the most decorated champions ever. Here he is in Omega. I mean, he was like, you talk about first-round draft picks. He's one of the first guys the promoters wanted to sign and make sure he was at Chinlock for Chuck, and then he brought him back here tonight. Is they want Arik Royal. They see that specialness that he has. I mean, the first day I met Arik Royal, I knew he was special. He just needed to be under the coach's tutelage. If I had him on my team, he wouldn't just be the Mid-Atlantic champion. He would have all the titles. He'd be the TV champ, the heavyweight champ, and the tag champ.
Well, be that
be the
as
Triple
it may,
Crown champion.
Be that as it may, you are, I'm not going to say 100% right, but you're mostly right in the sense that this guy's a special athlete. And just like you said, a first-round draft pick here as we cultivate this new Omega roster. Converse is really struggling to get that cross-face chicken wing in. Royal is just so big and so powerful, he can break out of it easily. No, Converse took him down. Great move from Converse. Great move from Converse, took Royal down to the canvas.
You know, Ric Converse, he's so smooth in that ring. He knows how to use his weight to his advantage. And he does. Arik Royal definitely outweighs him, but Ric Converse understands balance and how to shift his weight, use Arik weights against him, and that's how he was able to take him down there. And he's got him on the mat, and that's where Converse is going to excel, is he can take that weight advantage away from Arik and use his technical abilities. Ric Converse is one of the best technical wrestlers around, whether he decides to break the rules or not. He's still one of the best technical wrestlers you'll ever run into.
He's a throwback to the old days, just like you said, his training, his style, very similar to old wrestlers that understood balance and leverage and really understood the art of wrestling. That's who Converse is a throwback to. Royal has broken the crossface chicken wing, but he is favoring that arm pretty badly, and Converse attacks but gets nothing but the buckle. Good Lord, European uppercut almost knocked Converse out of his boots.
That is what Ric Converse has to avoid, those big blows from Arik Royal, and that uppercut. You talk about, we talked about Trevor Lee getting his jaw broken. Arik Royal nailed Trevor Lee with that big uppercut before Chiva Kid hit him. He may have been the one that cracked the jaw, and then Chiva Kid finished the job.
That's a great point. Happened back in Philadelphia at National Pro Wrestling Day back in February. Both these men were among the 4 that were selected to represent the Mid-Atlantic. Hulk smash! Converse's face goes into the canvas. Royal goes for the cover. Great positioning, puts the weight on the shoulders, but only gets 2.
Converse, you can see him stunned. He's trying to recover right now, or else he's playing a good game of possum right now. Because Arik Royal is dropping some big bombs, but it looks like that arm still a little hurt from the outside when it hit that pole. He wasn't able to hit him, and he's a lefty. So, I mean, this is great work by Converse trying to take away that left arm.
Ever since he hit that ring post, that arm has been less than 100%, and Converse now is running the champ around the ring. No, ducks the line, ducks again, heads up. Crucifix, great move from Converse. Powers him down, only two.
Wow. Converse just a fraction of a second from winning this match. Look out, counter by Arik Royal.
Inside cradle only gets two. Pace is quickening here. Look for someone to make a mistake. Oh, he's sky-high! Arik Royal to the canvas. Did not know Converse had that kind of power in his reserve.
I don't think I've ever seen Arik Royal as high as he was right there.
I think I have only a count of two, though. He slips out at the very last second. And Converse needs to capitalize on this huge opening right here.
Arik Royal in a lot of trouble. Converse looks like he got a second wind.
Converse gonna hook him for the Richter scale. This move has won so many matches for him, but no, Arik Royal able to counter with a belly to back. No, Converse counters it. Who's gonna be able to come out on top into the ropes? Big sick kick right to the face from Arik Royal. He's got him hooked. There's the count, and we've got a winner. Arik Royal defeats Ric Converse to retain the title. What an incredible match.